Preserving and realizing our history is a very vital asset to both past, current, and future generations. George Santayana, in his 1924 book, said, "Those who do not know history are doomed to repeat it." And many persistent people today are making that a reality. 30 miles east of Oklahoma City, in the heart of downtown Shawnee, can be found a priceless jewel of the Midwest. The Santa Fe Railroad came to Shawnee late in the 19th century to build a railroad depot. Their decision yielded one of the most astounding pieces of architecture in the entire Midwest. The building is unique, and its design was patterned after a lighthouse the architect observed while on vacation with his wife and children. His dream was to capture the spirit of the lighthouse in his design of the depot. The cathedral-style building contains hand-picked stone from a local quarry. The depot's unique design is, even today, breathtaking. The depot, for many years, became a major hub of transportation for Pottawatomie County, moving people and cargo up and down the lines. Bustling with life and activity, it is easy to imagine how many thousands of people admired the jewel of Shawnee in its glory days. The depot was a major influence in the growth of Shawnee, which soon became the county seat of Pottawatomie County, due, in part, to the Santa Fe Depot. This unique building, the dream of one man, served the Santa Fe Railroad as the depot for Pottawatomie County for several decades. As the need for rail service began to die out, the building was closed down and fell into disrepair. In February 1926, the Pottawatomie County Historical Society was founded. But it wasn't until January of 1982 that the Historical Society made the commitment to restore the depot and request that the depot be added to the National Register of Historic Places. A few months later, in May of 1982, the building had its grand reopening as the Santa Fe Depot Museum. The Historical Society assumed, in partnership with the City of Shawnee, management of the depot and launched a program to use the facility as a small museum. Currently, the Railroad Museum, the Genealogical Society, and the Pottawatomie County Historical Society are all housed in the depot. An array of artifacts and displays exhibit the rich cultural heritage of Pottawatomie County. Visitors come from all over the United States to see this beautiful historical building. In 2007, the Santa Fe Depot was named the second most photographed building in the United States, being photographed thousands of times by visitors and professionals alike. The depot also serves as an educational tool, providing hands-on experiences for local school and university students to enjoy, providing a sense of history and heritage for today's and future generations. Today, the Santa Fe Depot continues to serve the Pottawatomie County Historical Society, but is being stretched to its limits. There is an obvious lack of space. There is little room for new exhibits, and a clean, climate-controlled environment is desperately needed to prevent the decay of records and other unique historical artifacts. In an effort to address the challenges listed above, the Pottawatomie County Historical Society has voted to construct a new facility to serve the citizens of the county, friends across the state of Oklahoma, and history enthusiasts worldwide. Fortunately, approximately 5 acres of land adjacent to and just north of the Santa Fe Depot Museum recently became available. In spring of 2009, the board purchased the property and now proposes to build a new facility to better accommodate the mission of the Historical Society. With plans to build a new facility has also come the resolve to continue to keep the Santa Fe Depot Museum open and available to the public. It is understood by the board that the depot is a historic landmark that is known worldwide. With the completion of the new facility, the depot will have a greater emphasis on the history of the rail service in Pottawatomie County. The new museum facility will contain approximately 15,000 square feet, with 10,000 square feet for exhibit space and the rest to accommodate offices, restrooms, a board meeting room, gift shop, audio-visual equipment storage, and a location for research and display maintenance and preservation. Display areas will be designed to utilize the most modern and user and viewer-friendly technology available. Much of the display area will provide audio-visual and interactive opportunities for museum guests. The projected cost for the new facility will be from $1.5 to $2 million and includes the cost for the purchase of additional storage space at a nearby property, and approximately a $100,000 to $200,000 endowment for upkeep and maintenance. The board is committed to raising a minimum of $1 million with an ultimate objective of raising $1,600,000 over the next 5 years. The achievement of this objective will enable the board to launch the actual building project in the summer of 2010, with the construction completion scheduled for the spring of 2011. Mr. Ken Fulbright is the Executive Director of the Pottawatomie County Historical Society and is committed to help us realizing our history.
So history is just such an important aspect of life overall. It's a very important part of our education and what we can do to help preserve and protect that history as we go forward, because 100 years from now, you're going to have that group that's going to have their history that they are going to need to continue.